Jay Williams. And Jay, channeling the spirit of our founding fathers, there's a future here in Philadelphia.
Well, after 4 years of tanking, they finally have generational talent. Look out for these guys. They're on the up and up.
As Sixers fans, it's been worth the wait, and we're ready to go. The wait is over in this one. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year, but Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
First try at the line, no good. Misses the second as well. Murray with it. He'll run the offense. To Jokic. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Here comes the screen. Simmons to Horford. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Josh Richardson at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Free throw up and good. And the 3-point play puts them up early in this one. Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound taken down by Harris. Simmons to Horford. And the rebound belongs to Denver. To Millsap. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Paul Millsap trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 73%. And he missed the free throw. Into the front court comes Simmons. Down a point. Here comes the screen. Simmons to Embiid. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Misses the first. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Has a chance. Murray's shot won't fall. Here's Simmons with it up top. Down by 1. To Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. And 1. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this. He will be one of the future centers in the game.
Fires the three. He engulfed him that time. Simmons with it. Leads a bucket. To Embiid. Simmons. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Denver ball right now. Screen coming. Trying to cash in. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Jokic. Nothing going here on that drive. Five to shoot. For three, Embiid with the board. Simmons to Horford. There it is, Al Horford. Missed his first, that one goes.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Richardson. And draws the foul.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Barton into the front court. They trail by one. To Porter. Nothing going here on that drive. Millsap to Will Barton. The shot almost. Burke with it. Leads just a point. To Richardson. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. Wide open look. Won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
To Millsap. Porter. Let the debate begin, Jay. Michael Porter Jr., steal of the draft for Denver.
Last year, we were talking about this kid easily, Ed, easily, by a wide margin, going with the first pick in the draft. This is a gem for the Denver Nuggets.
To Embiid. No good. Nuggets have the possession. Martin to Millsap. Here comes the screen. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for two on that trip. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Martin into the front court. Just under a minute to go in what's been a hotly contested first quarter. Just not going down.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
To Richardson. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. No good. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Deep three at the buzzer. We're through one at Wells Fargo Center with the Sixers on top. Jay and I return to Philadelphia after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. To the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Won't go down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. On to the line to shoot 2.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Barton to Jokic. Porter to Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Short jumper misses. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Kyle O'Quinn at the line for 2 shots. A career 74% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Barton into the front court. 14-13 our score. It's a 1-point game. Jokic to Porter. To Jokic. Nikola Jokic. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Old school equals high percentage.
Simmons. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer. IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Barton to Porter. Trying to cash in, just off the mark. Has a look. Another chance. Oh, and a putback.
He usually pays his bills doing things around the perimeter. Nice work right there around the rim.
Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Porter. Short jumper off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Richardson to Simmons. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Shot clock violation. Has a chance, knocks it down off the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Richardson to Simmons. Gets it in the left corner. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Kyle O'Quinn with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Richardson to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 2 for 2 now.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. And that one out of bounds off a nugget. New blood coming in for both sides. Simmons into the front court. Leads 3. To Tobias Harris. Josh Richardson. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Millsap. Jay, 46 wins, not good enough for Denver.
They could have been a playoff team if Paul Millsap didn't miss a huge chunk of the season, but I will say this about the Nuggets. They have the most underrated backcourt in the NBA when you think about Gary Harris and Jamal Murray. Both guards that can do it off the dribble and are both great leaders.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Shot clock winding down. Richardson. That won't go. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that was not a good shot.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Jamal Murray guarded by Ennis. And stuffs it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Proud City.
Rebound taken in by the Nuggets. Murray with the basketball. Down 3. To Millsap. They go to Jokic. Down low. Oh, Nikola Jokic. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Simmons. To Horford. Oh, I missed a short one there. It's a big finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Simmons with it. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Here comes the screen. 17-footer at the buzzer. So a tie one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Nuggets are in a close game thus far, and these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Denver Nuggets. The 76ers are keeping things exciting in a close matchup. They certainly staked the flag in the paint. They were dominant around the rim on the offensive end. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Field goals.
This is the type of game fans want to see. Lots of great scoring with no signs of slowing down. More fireworks are sure to come after the halftime break.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Joel Embiid didn't exactly light it up in the first half. Newsflash, you're not on fire. Pass the ball. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. Nuggets have the possession. To Millsap. Screen coming. Surveys the floor. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Into the front court comes Simmons. His guys down 3. There it is, Al Horford. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here's Simmons with it up top. They're down 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Simmons. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Trey Burke has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 79% at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Denver's got it. Shot from the lane won't go. Burke with it. His group now down 2. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Murray with it. He'll run the offense. Denver with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And count the basket inside.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
There it is, Al Horford. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. Now whistle. Timeout for Denver as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Changes coming from both sides right now. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. Sixers control it. Simmons to Embiid. And scores, plus the foul. Al Horford taking it to the basket. And now with a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Al Horford at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw try off the mark.
1 second, I'm gone.
He cruises in for two. Too easy.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Simmons to Embiid. Has a look. Embiid's shot off the mark. Has a chance. No good. The defender was a little too close for comfort. The follow won't go either. Simmons with it. The lead is 2. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First one, count it. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Nuggets with the basketball. Jokic.
Screen come.
To Will Barton. Lets it fly from long range. Good contest. Barton misses. Harris to Simmons. Not that time. Cashes in for 2.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Simmons. He's now 4 for 6.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Barton. Down low, Jokic. And he's going to the free throw line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Nikola Jokic. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Simmons into the front court. 2-point advantage. Here comes the screen. With a drop step. And it's Barton with the rebound. Nothing going here on that drive. To Will Barton. They go to Jokic, down low. No good. Defense catching a break there. Simmons with it. Leads a bucket. To Embiid. And the slam.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
It's Denver's ball. Barton to Jokic. From the painted area, won't go down. To Simmons. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Simmons, it's good for 3.
It is extremely prevalent right now for three-point shooters because of the skill set at every position is that versatile. Even your 5s and 4s can knock down 3s at a high clip.
It's a world of great three-point shooters and great three-point shooting teams. To Will Barton. Here comes the screen. Barton's shot off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The 76ers have the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Philadelphia with the basketball. Great pass to set it up. And he'll go to the foul line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Barton into the front court. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Nope. First one does not go. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Sixers have the basketball. He throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Barton into the front court. His guys down by 9. Porter. Kyle O'Quinn swats it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
To Porter. Rebound taken by the Sixers. Screen coming.
Hey, watch this screen left.
5 seconds to shoot. Trying to cash in. First free throw is good. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Denver ball right now. Barton to Porter. Barton to Millsap. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Paul Millsap. Quick catch and shoot there for 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. To Tobias Harris. Plumlee's there for the rebound. To Will Barton. Slam dunk, Will Barton.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Burke with it. His team up by 7. To Horford. Nothing going here on that drive. Had a chance, but it's no good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Barton. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Here comes the screen to Horford. Harris. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Tobias Harris trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Unable to connect on the free throw. Murray into the front court. His team down 9. Millsap. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Deep 2 there, won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Tobias Harris. Gets it at the top of the key. Knocks it down off the step back.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
To Millsap. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Off the mark at the line. In the front court comes Simmons. It's a 9-point lead. Richardson to Embiid. And throws it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Murray with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. A shot no good by Harris. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Chance here for the process. And Murray there to get the rebound. To Jokic. Shot clock winding down. Jokic. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Knocks down the first. Second one's no good. One more coming. Nuggets have the possession. To Millsap. Deep right corner. Baseline drive. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Harris, great feed, sets it up, rises for the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Denver. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. To Jokic. Shot from the lane won't go. To Richardson. Josh Richardson. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Jokic to Millsap. Jamal Murray. The jumper's off the mark. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Nikola Jokic at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for 2. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers put one in the win column with a solid performance. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Nuggets didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup.
Game track. Points in the paint.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a great job of staying competitive and putting in the necessary effort to get the win.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.